Are you one of those people that have triggers? And what I mean by triggers, something sets you off. Well, yes, I know that you know that maybe you do, but what about around the holidays? Today's episode is called Holiday Triggers. What are they? And the bros can help delete those. So today we're going to be looking for you if you have a holiday trigger. Maybe it's a food trigger or a drink trigger or that annoyance trigger of somebody's habits at the dinner table. Maybe it's just a shopping trigger. I don't know. I'm going to tell you what mine is in a few minutes. And John's going to delete my holiday trigger live here today to set us off and give you an example. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Loge. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner. I'm here live every Saturday, 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Easterns with John in Verarity. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Yes, my name is John in Verarity, certified in the emotion code and certified in the body code, and helping people like on video and on the phone all over the world with emotion code, body code, with holiday triggers. And for the people watching live, say hello. Let us know you're watching. A comment where you're from, and if you want a session today on a unique trigger of yours, get in there quick and let us know. And we'd like to help you today.
Yeah. So, John, when you think of holiday trigger, when we're talking about the topic, what's something you might have helped somebody with, or maybe not your own triggers, but let's give some examples of what we mean by a holiday trigger.
Well, yeah, like a good one would be like music, like holiday music. When the Mariah Carey song comes on, or Michael Bublé, and you just
Or
turn
Boney
the
M.
station.
You're probably too young to know Boney M. Do you even know what
I
we're
know
talking
Boney
about?
M, yeah.
Yeah, that's very Christmassy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that was a
Uh,
great dovetail into, before we build the list, you started with my personal holiday trigger. It's when I'm in my own space, that's my home, or I get in my car and I'm listening to a top 40 radio station, and then I sit up straight and I'm thinking, why am I hearing Christmas music in my car? So my trigger is the top 40 radio stations are playing Christmas music because it should be on Christmas 101.98. All Christmas music should be funneled into one channel on the dial and not on the things that I listen to.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Or
it
Christmas
bubbles
lights
you
in
up a little bit. So
November.
that's my Christmas trigger. And you know what? It
Yeah.
hasn't even started yet. So I thought this is a good time to get rid of it. So here's what's going to go down today. We are going to talk about the emotion code process. It is from the talented Dr. Bradley Nelson from his book. John and I are both certified emotion code practitioners. We have the luxury of being able to help you live in the comfort of your own home, in the comfort of our own offices. We work over Skype or by text or by email, however we like to do that, or by video like this. And we're able to help with lots of things. If you've been just watching us today, guess what? You can do a Bro Show marathon over these holidays and watch 122 episodes. Today's episode 123. We have probably talked on about 115 subjects and repeated some of the hot topics.
Yeah.
Today's the first time we're doing holiday triggers. And so here's what's happening. I told you about my holiday trigger. I don't really have any reason to dislike Christmas music. I mean, I grew up with family and so on, but I don't know. So here's what's gone down. When I hear Christmas music, my subconscious mind is remembering a past event where I had an emotion at that event that never got processed. In other words, I never got ticked off. I never got angry. I never said, "Dear Diary, I'm ticked off about this music," or what. I don't even know the reason. But there's an emotion. And John, talk about this, please. This is the emotion code chart.
That's the emotion code chart. So there's 2 columns and 6 rows, totaling 60 trap emotions. So a trap emotion is a little ball of energy about the size of your fist, maybe a little bit larger, and it's lodged in your body somewhere. So maybe in your neck, and it's creating stiff neck and neck pain, and it's influencing the way you think and your perception and how your brain is wired. So if you've got like a ball of energy with like that's vibrating at the frequency of anger, and it's gets triggered when Bing Crosby comes on or any Christmas song, you know, you're gonna be angry and you're gonna lose it. You're gonna flip out. You're gonna get up off your couch, you're going to pull over in your car, you're going to punch your radio, whatever it may be, whatever your trigger is. And yeah, we don't want that to happen, really. You should be somewhat neutral and just kind of relax and be like, oh, you know what, maybe I'll just go back to, classic 101 rock and just carry on with your day.
That's right. It'd be okay to hear the music as long as I didn't have the emotional charge that went with it.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, I don't like that. Now, it might have something to do with the time that my sister and she was troubled, Diane, my older sister. We were at midnight mass, and at church they were singing the song called The Drummer Boy, and it was the worst. And we got laughing, and my dad made us go sit in the car. Ooh. My dad never really said much, but when my dad says sit in the car, like how shameful was that? So anyway, we laugh about it, but it's probably my hatred for music. I'm not going to try to guess what that is. John is going to be my proxy. He's going to connect with my subconscious mind, and using muscle testing, he's going to scan this chart, John, and you're looking for what?
We're looking for that trapped emotion. We're looking for that little ball of energy, what it is. So it's something specific. It's, we narrow it down one at a time.
Yeah.
And we find out what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So what? You found it. Big deal. Then what?
Well, we're going to clear it. So finding it surfaces it. We spotted it. We've, had a little target on it, and we cleared out with a little magnet. So I've got one right in front of me here, and we swiped the magnet over the governing meridian a couple times, 3 times, a couple more, 10 swipes for the inherited emotions. So you can be born with these little buggers as well. And that's what it is. The magnet just basically clears it out, deletes it.
That's right.
Whatever you want to say.
So now, after we've cleared those emotions, so you're going to clear that unprocessed, trapped emotion. So now when I hear music or whatever, that association, the link's not there.
Yeah.
No, that little thing isn't there. So, and of course, we have clients that witness that during our call, like during a session. They either feel physical relief or mental relief or just pressure relief. They say, sometimes they sink down. They say, I felt that. Why? Because it's a ball of energy. So, John, why don't you, now one of the things that makes this process work is John's going to pretend there's like a little Wi-Fi connection, and he can tap into my subconscious mind if I give him my Wi-Fi password, which is my permission. So, John, you have my permission to find out what's causing this holiday trigger of Christmas music in my personal space.
Let's do it. Okay. And as you see, I had a little sip of water there, and that just helps with my muscle testing and, the conductivity. So here we go. So I'm going to muscle test. I've got a loop here with left hand, pinky, thumb. And I take a couple other fingers on the other side, put it through the loop. And when it sticks together like that, that's a yes. That's locked. And when I push them apart like this, that's a no, so it slips. And I'm just going to have my hands down on my lap here. And so I'm going to set the intention to connect up with Michael. So I have his permission to connect. So tune in, connect up, Michael. I'm getting a yes there. Ready for a session here? Yeah, okay. My name's Bob. No. Okay. So Michael, is there a trapped emotion that is triggering you, causing you to be a little bit upset, angry, around when holiday music comes on in your personal space? What nerve they have? Okay, so is there? Yeah. Okay, is it in column A? Yeah. I'm gonna do the severity first. So I got an 8 out of 10 on severity. So it's up there. It's up
a
there.
Button. It's a hot button.
Yeah.
But by the way, I don't mind it on a shopping mall or anywhere else.
Personal space. Yeah. So I narrowed it down to an odd row. 1. Forlorn, lost, love. Is it forlorn? Okay, I got forlorn for the first one. Need to know more. No. Clear forlorn. Do it. Releasing that. That's cleared. Yeah, okay. Is there another trapped emotion? triggering you to be really upset, angry, hatred at Christmas music in your personal space, in your home, in your car. Yeah. Okay. A1. Another A1. Is it forlorn? No. First one. Second one. Third one. Four. Love unreceived. Yeah. Do you need to know more? No. Clear love unreceived.
Hey, you know what's funny for those watching? I'm just going to talk over John for a minute. You know, in traditional therapy, you have to do all the talking. I'm not saying anything. Actually, I'm checking my email right now, John, with all due respect. Like, greatest therapy in the world. I don't have to say anything. Go ahead, John.
Severity's down to a 5. Yeah. Okay, another trapped emotion. Yeah. A odd, yeah, even. Is it a 1? A 5. It's fear. Ooh, good old fashioned fear. Let's release that. Okay, that's cleared. So we're 3 down. Severity is down to a 3. Another trapped emotion, creating this hatred, anger, holiday music, Christmas music comes on in your space, in Michael's space. So is it column B? Even. 4 or 6. Little frustration. Little frustration. Clear frustration. Clear that now. It's cleared. Yeah, all right. Are we at, is it 1 or higher? No. There's another trapped emotion, creating this anger or hatred, just upset, have to change the station, feeling invaded when holiday music comes on in Michael's personal space, in your personal space. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Is there psychic trauma? Always like to check for psychic traumas when doing emotion code. No psychic traumas. Emotional resonance, that's the other thing you want to check for. No. Heart wall emotion, contributing factor. I got yes to a heart wall emotion. Ooh. Clean that up. B2. Hopeless. They're hopeless.
I hope this doesn't make me put a Christmas tree up. I'm not interested in that either.
Ooh, little blow up reindeer in your living room. Little blow up
Listen,
Santa.
this is a true story. Our neighborhood, I mean, our house was the house that everybody came at Christmas time because my dad went overboard. Reindeer on the roof, and he would dress up as Santa Claus, and he loved doing it too. Boy, he lit up. And he would drive the truck around the neighborhood and deliver Christmas presents. He loved doing that. It was so much fun. Okay, it looks like John might have got disconnected for a few minutes. If you are just joining us, we're talking about the emotion code. And I'm going to go out and welcome some of our friends that have joined us already. If you've joined us, say hello. John and I, are looking to work with a couple of you viewers watching that have a holiday trigger. We went through the process today with John, removing my holiday triggers about Christmas music when I don't want it. He's identified them, delete them. I'm going to read the comment board, see who's next. We're going to start with our early morning people that joined us, Natasha Paula Samuel from the UK, and our friend Corrine Beach Murray, Dolane Major. Good morning, bros. And yes, another awesome day on the West Coast. Maria Morfin is saying good morning. Anton is saying beautiful day for hangout with Michael and the bros. Okay. I'm just confirming that I'm still live. I'm not even convinced of that. I think I am. Okay. Don Schluppback is saying hello, Michael and John. Kelly Carson, good morning from the Sunshine Coast. Talk about beautiful weather, but cold. You know what? Hummingbirds actually stay in Victoria over the winter, and I have a hummingbird feeder, and I've been washing it and cleaning it because they get really fussy if it's I have a little dirt on it. And I am like Caesar's Palace buffet in the last 2 days because they need a lot of sugar, so they're going back and telling their friends, go to Michael Loche's place because he just put out a fresh batch. So hashtag neighborhood hummingbirds. Kelly Carson, I like what she's saying here. I'm not sure why, but I like that I have to work at Christmas time when I do. It's like some kind of excuse to not have to overindulge or spend, example. My dream would be to go away for Christmas. Do you think I have some holiday block? No, I just think you're pretty clear about what you like over the holidays. Janet Bianix joined us. Hello, bros. Lovely to see you again. Veronica Jordan from Texas. Good morning. And Kelly's reminding us, John, that, by the way, 2 years ago, you stopped my craving for homemade shortbread dipped in chocolate. I don't even want them anymore. It's 2 years ago. And let's see, Maddie's joined us from North Dakota. Our friend Sylvia Bellini, Tanya rather, good morning. Green Bay. Oh, is that a sports reference? Green Bay? It sounds like a sports thing.
It's a team, but it's also a city.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddie's saying holidays in general is a trigger. Jennifer Towner saying good morning. Good stuff.
All right, got cut out there, but I'm back.
Yeah, good stuff. So I think we should look for a couple of people that we're going to help with their holiday triggers today. Hey, but before we do that, so I'm going to give people a chance. I think I'm scrolling too, John, so if you can find somebody. But I do want to make a quick announcement. I put 100 people through that 100 food program, right? And they're still updating me. Some of them are saying, oh, I still don't like this and I still don't like that. So what they don't know is that when I deleted the emotion, they probably won't want it again. So in January, the first Saturday in January, I'm starting an 8-week program. It's a private group like this, and it's going to be after the Bro Show. It's going to run from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. to 12 noon. I'm taking 20 people, and it's going to be an 8 weight loss program with emotion coach sessions for 8 Saturdays. And you're thinking, wow, but they're not very long. They're like 3 or 4 minutes each. And then the next week, you'll bring me 4 or 5 food items. I'll do that. Then the next person, I'll do that. So I have a whole protocol. So here's some of the things in 8 weeks that the emotion coach session I'm going to help you with. What are your beliefs about, getting to that weight loss? Remember, John, we've always talked about, you say you want it on one hand, but the other hand says, you can't have that. You're not good enough, or whatever that BS is.
Yeah.
So everybody will get their beliefs, those negative beliefs deleted. You'll be able to bring food items every week for 8 weeks, drink items every week for 8 weeks. Your habits, your resistance to exercise, your resistance to drinking water. I'm going to do it over an 8-week period. If I did it all in a 35-minute session, it might overload your circuits and then you wouldn't be see. Trust me, I've done it before with people. Over the 8-week period, you're going to say, holy S-balls, I cannot believe that I don't like potato chips and pizza and I'm not eating whatever it is. So I'm taking 20 people. I'm making the official announcement probably the week before Christmas. But I'm letting people that want to know now, if you type in hashtag weight, as in WEIGHT, I'll make sure that you're invited specifically. Remember, I worked with 100 people. 80 of them had 100% success rate. I'm dipping my toe into that database because they know the results. I don't have to convince them. So if you're interested, hashtag weight, and I'll make sure on the list. Okay, John, tell me who is out there saying something. Let's read comments and then look for some people at the same time. So you go ahead first, please.
Yeah, you read a bunch of comments, so I didn't know what you got to because my whole internet just shut down and I had to refresh completely here.
Okay.
But
I'll find
Ahmad's here, says, hello, bros.
Who said that?
Ahmed. All right.
Ahmed. Okay, hello, Ahmed. So I haven't read that yet. So you carry on from him.
Yeah. Elin Goldman's here, says, hello, Michael John. Kelly's putting the hashtag in, so she's going to be receiving an email.
Oh, yeah,
in the
Kelly
next couple
Carson.
weeks.
Well, she's got lots of results. Remember, Kelly, we worked with her. I worked with her about her Starbucks lattes, right? She was having, you know what I call Starbucks? $7. $7. So that's what it costs.
That adds up. Yeah.
Our friend Pramelia Prams joined us. I'm happy to be able to watch this morning from sunny Parksville. That's on the west coast of Canada. We love having you here. Good morning.
Yeah. Did you read the comment from John S. about family gatherings and those triggers?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
No. See, yeah, John's a practitioner, so he helps a lot of people over the years with holiday triggers. So people going home for the holidays and family. So
Ah,
that's just a
okay,
huge
yeah,
trigger, right? Absolutely. Who doesn't
yeah,
have family triggers, you know? So yeah, absolutely, John, great topic for today.
yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't been home for holidays. I'm living in the west coast of Canada. I was born on the east coast, and it's probably the most challenging time to ever visit there because it's cold and snowy, and I don't want that. So I don't really. This is my home, but I don't go back there. But if I did, I can imagine. My sisters and I were very competitive in a good way, and my sisters would be competing on who could feed me the most. That's how they compete. So because they're both good cooks, and they would make all the things that my mom used to make that she doesn't make anymore. Yeah, good stuff, and it would
Yeah.
include lobster, by the way. A lot of
Oh,
maritime lobster in my world. This
yeah.
was Christmas Eve. That's what we had, and we'd have a lot of people come to our house. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm seeing Jennifer's confirming. We're looking for some volunteers here, John. Let me know if you found anybody.
So we're looking for two volunteers, holiday triggers, triggered by family,
And
coming
then
to your
David
place, or
saying,
you going there, triggered by airports if you're traveling, triggered by the weather, triggered by music, food, cake. See, Janet here says, my heart hurts this time of year, longs for the Rockwell Christmas dinner. My strategy is to ignore the decking of the halls and be alone as soon as the season is over. Union Bay.
you know what? She's a comedian, so I'm reading that as her being funny, but I can see where your heart would feel for her. Janet Bianic, Rockwell Christmas. We had a her and I spent Christmas Eve and things before, and there was a we call it a Rockwell Christmas, and it wasn't Rockwell at all, but that was the joke. So I get that. So Janet, if you want to narrow that down, if that any of part of that is true or you're being funny, I'll help you here today. So let us know
Yeah,
with your Rockwell Christmas. Yeah, well, we thought for
yeah.
sure people would want us to help them with something. Maybe it's Christmas food. Maybe you just don't want to eat something over Christmas, right? Maybe you don't want to drink something over Christmas. Listen, so my trainer at the gym texted me this week. He said, can you help a client of mine and blah 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 blah. And I said, yeah, give her my text number. And I chatted with her for a couple minutes, and she listed all these things that she wanted to get rid of her life. And so wine, the first thing on the list was wine. And I said, so there's no social wine. I mean, it's on or off. And she kind of giggled and didn't get that. And I said, oh yeah, I'll show you. So anyway, 2 days later, she texted him, and he showed me the text. She said, is this for real? She said, I haven't thought about wine or wanted to taste wine and never considered wine in the last 3 days. And my friend said, oh yeah, this guy will mess you up. And I was watching the chat between the two of them. Yeah, so this guy will mess you up.
Yeah, wine's a good one. Yeah, wine, beer, rum and eggnog.
Listen, I'm
Yeah,
not, and I'm going to say this, I'm always talking about my own experience, not what it says in the book or what other people. I'm helping people delete wine in minutes, like minutes. Like this is not a 25-minute session. It's a 3 and 4 minute session. And it's just, and it doesn't have to be wine. It could be beer. Hey, update on the two clients that I'm working with around smoking, right? Here's what I learned about smoking. I like to do stuff and see patterns. When someone hires me for smoking a 25-minute session, no, doesn't work. But if I take that 25-minute session and I stretch it over five-minute sessions over 5 days, guess what? 100% success rate.
yeah,
Because
layers.
so here's what I'm doing with people. I'm just getting the process done. I'm not going to do it to the public until I master how I'm going to do it. The first meeting, we'll spend 10 minutes live, and I'll find out all your stuff, and we'll get rid of all the addictions, all the anxiety, like all the layered stuff. And then over the next 5 days, you text me every day and say, here's my triggers. When I went to get in my car, when the buddies from work were going for a cigarette, in other words, and then we measure it. And then the next day, what were your triggers? Oh,
Uh,
and before you know it, like we're on day 4 and 5, this guy smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day. He said, I can't even have triggers. And I said, so now it's So I'm proving to myself it still can be done in a short period of time, but not all at once. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. You get in your car. That's a trigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get out of your car. There's a trigger.
That's right. And almost home, that's a trigger. Almost
Yeah.
like he said, my
Cup
car's
of
like a
coffee.
big ashtray. Yeah.
Yeah.
And our friend Helena, who's a stop smoking lady, she had told me once, she said, when I was asking her what I could do around smoking, she said, get them to clean out their car. So I did that on day 4. I said, hey, bro, I got a quick task for you today. I want you to clean out your car, soap and water, use whatever, just clean it all, the ashtray, everything. And I asked him about that, and he said, oh my God, I was in there for hours scrubbing, and he said, I would never have a cigarette in my car again. So thank you, Helena, for
Ah.
get them to clean their car. And of
Yeah.
course, I want to clean my car, so I'll shut that up. And I did an emotion code session on his resistance to clean his car. You got to be careful what you say around me. I'll fix it.
Grubbing his dash. Yeah. Yeah. Helena's here. It says, yeah. Short, fast EC sessions for stop smoking. Great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what I found was
Um,
instead of getting people to book, take my calendar for 5 25-minute sessions, not fair to me, right, to fill up the counter, I just say, text me. We can still do this over text, right? So
yeah.
text me the triggers, and when I'm on my next break, I delete them and I write back and I say, done. Right? Not a lot of chat. We don't want to know the story. We just want to know the trigger. And the other word we use is, what are the symptoms? Well, the symptoms are I'm triggered to smoke when I get in my car. One
Yeah.
guy said is when his phone would ring, he would look for his cigarettes first and then the phone. Where's my smokes? And then he'd find the phone.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, my friend
Interesting.
Janet is saying it's hard to narrow down the feelings because they are gooey and mashed together. Together, but relates to heart healing overall. No, what's interesting? I talk about all the 4 communication styles: the auditory, the digital, the visual, the kinesthetic. Janet's using 2 words, gooey and mashed, and they would be gustatory words.
Yeah.
In other words, food related. And I use those too. I'll say, oh, digest this, or chew on that idea. So okay, I'm just going to and because I've worked with Janet before, I can connect with her quickly and just did. So right now I'm massing my muscles. Am I Michael Loge? No, I'm checking in with Janet. She says, I'm saying that it's hard to narrow down the feelings because they're gooey and mashed together, but relates to overall heart healing. What is the severity of this feeling I'm having from 1 to 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And how many emotions make that up? Under 5, 4, 3, 2 of them. Are they both in column A3? Are they sadness and sorrow? Do I need to know more? Deleting sadness. Sorrow. Deleting sorrow. Is there hidden sadness? Yes. Is there hidden sorrow? Yes. Hidden sadness. Hidden sorrow. I'm just doing a couple more silently. So now I've deleted these emotions that were triggered, causing Janet to feel that way. So her subconscious mind's pretty brilliant, knows everything. So before today's session, what was the severity of these gooey and mashed feelings together around this holiday season that I talked to Michael about? Was it 7, 8, 9? And now they're 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So we'll see what the conscious Janet says about that when she notices any difference. So
Yep.
I'm just going to disconnect.
Quick little EC there. Great.
Okay.
I have a permission from Christine Schuler. Says having to deal with the silence, no phone call from my boys, not being able to give presents and see my firstborn grandson. You have my permission. Let's see what happens. You guys are amazing.
Okay, I'm going to
So
read one from Carol Morris. I'm going to read that, do it silently, but you can do yours, narrate yours for our friend.
right.
Carol Morris is saying, the stress and anxiety of cooking for a family and having extra people around and doing it right, keeping everybody happy. Well, Carol Morris, you can hold your head up high because this Christmas is going to be different around here. Okay, I'm going to give Carol Morris an emotion code session on this silently. And John, you can narrate for our friends. Yeah.
Yeah, with Christine Schuler. So I'll just tune in, connect up here. Christine, connect up. Act as a proxy. Yeah. Okay, so is there a trapped emotion related to this? Having to deal with silence. I won't read it again. So I'll just stir it up in my head here. Trapped emotion related to this. Yeah. Okay, so odd or even. Is it A5? Is it a standard emotion? It's not standard emotion. So is it absorbed? No. Prenatal? No. It's inherited emotion in A5. It's inherited dread. So born with the emotion of dread, Christine, it's contributing to this scenario here, all of this. So got it from your mom. Need to know more. Need to know more. No, we can clear that inherited dread. So dread, you fear of the future, impending doom, just thinking about the holidays. It's a good one to come up with. And you've had it your whole life, so great one to clear. Release this dread, clear all the dread, release the dread, release all that dread from you and all with this. So when we're clearing inherited emotions, not only is it cleared from you, Christine, and it's cleared from everyone with it. So mom, whoever she is, and it goes down. So kids, if they picked it up, cleared from them, and then grandson, if he has that dread, it's cleared from him too. So pretty cool. Is there another trapped emotion related to this? Yeah. Okay.
John, I'm just going to give a quick update. I finished Carol's session, so you can go ahead. Before, am I Michael? No, I'm Carol Morris. Before today's session, what was the severity of the stress and anxiety, cooking for families? Am I doing it right? Is everybody happy? Make sure everybody's happier than me. Did I do that? What was the severity that I did that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now what's the severity that I'm looking after everybody else and I have stress and worried, am I doing it right, extra people, all that stress? Now the severity is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0. Listen to some of these stories. Would it be okay if I made mistakes and did all this? It would be. Was that okay before? No. Is it okay if I look after myself before these other people for the first time ever? It is. Was this okay before? Is it okay if I was just free flow, easy about everything? Yes. Was that okay before? No. Would it be okay if I didn't care what people thought about my dinner? It would be okay. Was that okay yesterday? It wasn't. Would it be okay if I sat and had my dinner and I loved every minute of it and somebody at the table didn't? Would that be okay? Abso-friggin-lutely. Was that okay before? No, it wasn't. Am I done? Yes. There you go, Carol Morris. Welcome to your 2019 Christmas dinner. Okay, I'm just connecting with Carol. Okay, John.
Yeah, so we had that inherited dread, and then I picked up a fear, horror, and now I'm clearing a rejection. A lot. Yeah. Okay. Continue on here. Another trapped emotion related to this. Christine, no. Psychic trauma, no. Heartful emotion, no there. Good connection. Proxy, yeah. The more you want to clear on this right now? No. Okay. That's enough for now. Done. See how that goes, Christine. See how you're. Let us know if you're any sensations, feeling anything. If you notice anything at the moment, you might not. Might take a few days to notice something. Come back next week and give us an update.
John, while you were doing that, I worked with Maddie Rosano, Christmas lights.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
in November.
Christmas. I know. So before today's session, am I Michael? I'm Maddie. Before today's session, what was the severity of my annoyance or disdain or dread or whatever for Christmas lights? From 1 to 10. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Woohoo. And now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. What the Noma is going on? There you go, Kristen, Maddie. I got
Nice.
rid of those triggers. Okay, I'm glad people are coming forth and giving us some ideas.
Yeah, I was worried there we weren't gonna have a volunteer, but yeah, thanks
Well,
to
they're a little
our
shy sometimes. Our friend
yeah,
Carol Morris, that I just did the session with, she said, "Thanks, Michael Loge. I could feel my heart beat faster when you started, and now more relaxed." That's a good update.
nice. Yeah,
Okay. We have
great.
lots of people watching live. Hey, listen, Facebook's doing it again, John. You know how many people Facebook has reached? That means it's in a feed somewhere. 17,322. We're used to
What?
1,000. We don't
Yeah.
know what the Facebook is going on,
What the
but the
Zuckerberg is
last,
going on?
yeah, the last five shows, Facebook's massive reach. And so welcome to all you people that are kind of showing up. Now, hashtag we're not crazy. We're really helping people if you're just new to all this. So welcome, and we're glad that you're here. We've got a lot of people watching live. If you're watching and you haven't said hello, give us a shout out, say hello. Um, yeah, John and I sometimes have different screens. So if you said hello and we haven't acknowledged you, we want to. So we're just going to have to refresh once in a while. So John, why don't you do that? Let's see if there's something that I haven't seen.
Yeah, Christine said I'll give you feedback next week. So grateful for any progress. Thank you, John.
Okay.
Janet saying being witnessed is such a treat. Thanks for my heart. Willing to let love flow and not process and block.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing for now.
That's right. Again, I see some people that are interested in my 8-week weight loss session. Yeah, I'm doing it over 8 weeks because it's. I want you to
Layers.
have a Saturday, come back the next Saturday, and say, "Oh, I can't believe this is working, and I love how this is," and just bring it over a session. You know, if weight loss happened overnight, I would have all my weight loss. Everything I'm teaching you is stuff that I wrote in my own weight loss protocol program that I've been delivering. I've been mentoring other practitioners how to deliver this. There's no way, I put the whole program, start here, start here. You'll get it over an 8-week period. And then you're going to get one-on-one session with me. That's part of that 8-week package. So we can clean up anything that never got addressed publicly. And how it works is I'm going to be on this call like this for 2 hours every Saturday. And you'll have an opportunity to join like John is. And you say, "Hey, it's John. Okay, John, today we're working on," and sometimes you won't need to say anything. And the other thing that's nice about this work, John, there's nothing personal. You don't have to say anything personal. And guess what? Everybody has the trapped emotion of shame and unworthy. So it's not like, "Ooh, she's got a lot of those." Hashtag, we all got a lot of those. So after a while, it's just words and numbers, and they have no relevance. But so if you're interested in learning more about that when it gets launched, hashtag WEIGHT, WEIGHT, and I'll make sure you're on my first person to notify list.
Beauty. Yeah.
Yeah, so now that I think, John, that we let people know about these triggers, I bet you over the next 7 days, you know what's going to happen? They're going to
Surface.
remember, or maybe not just, they're going to add their triggers. But why
Yeah.
don't we do this next week when people have had a whole week to think about what the triggers are or notice them or pay attention to them? That sound like a good idea?
We'll do a recap next week. Yep, we're gonna
Yeah, a
follow up
recap
with
and a
everyone.
part two. We'll do more triggers next week. So bring us your trigger.
Yeah.
Our friends that we helped out today, bring us your results. Show us your receipts. Bring your receipts, please. John, I'm going to do one more refresh there at my end. And Sylvie Bellini, what a fabulous show. Looking forward to all the feedback. Me too. And Cream Beach Murray gave us a hashtag watching emotion code grows. One more thing on the very bottom of my screen, if you can see the full address, it's hangoutwithmichael.com/growth club. And you can download a free, this is for practitioners, this would be any healing arts practitioner. You could download my business model for a workable business building business card, and why I'm using the words that I use and why I think you should be too. So it's free. Go to hangoutwithmichael.com/business growth and get your free training video on how to do a business card that acts as your silent salesperson. John, we're having new friends watch us every week. So tell me about people that never booked a session before. Can you walk through that process if they went to your website?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my website's aliveandpure.com. It's right below me here. Michael just, yeah, his is right below him there too, and he just announced that. So you go to our websites, we have online scheduling, and so you click on that, a calendar will pop up, and you pick a day and a time that works for you. You set your time zone. It links up to payment, and just click enter, and right away payment goes through. You get a confirmation email. And before you know it, we'll meet up. If you want to do video, we can. If you want to do phone, we can do that. If you're busy and don't want to join live, we can do like a totally remote, non-verbal email session and just send a list of goodies, and we'll work through it. Simple as that.
Yeah. So build a list, and you're not sure what to put in your list. Both John and I have like a menu or a planner. These are things that I like to work on. John has things on his list that I don't, vice versa. You can kind of use it as a planner and say, I want to talk to John about this and this and this and this. And so this is kind of nice to stimulate, because if you think we're just the whisperers for holiday triggers, you got to see the list, because it's way more than that. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We're back next Saturday, same time, same Facebook page. And in the meantime, pay attention, notice what triggers we can help you with next week live on The Bro Show. John, thanks for hanging out today. That was fun as usual.
Great show. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
Later, everybody.